Henry Witecki, Suddenly Another Me is Dead, The Art of Tyler, the Creator. And Henry is a visual artist and writer who was raised in upstate New York and is currently living in Oakland, California. He demonstrated a penchant for critical thinking at a young age when he began refusing to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance at elementary school for political reasons. Educated at the San Francisco Art Institute, Alfred University, and California College of the Arts, Witecki focused on art and philosophy at the undergraduate studies and discovered the field of VCS while pursuing his Master's of Fine Arts at CCA. As an interdisciplinary project-based artist, Witecki has worked in photography, time-based media, installation, and sculpture. As a writer, he's interested in fusing disparate disciplines as a means of short-circuiting oppressive social imaginaries.
Hello. I just want to thank Tirza before I start for that lovely start to the day, and Sanjeet for the great introduction. For those of you not familiar with the work of Tyler, the Creator, or for those of you who think you're familiar with the work of Tyler, the Creator, I wanted to start by giving you just a little bit of basic background information. But as you're about to see, that proves more difficult than one might imagine. How do I introduce someone who introduces himself like this?
He's actually Tyler, the Creator. We can expect the unexpected.
No, I'm not Tyler, the Creator.
We have Haji Beats.
Don't be lying.
Who are you?
R. Kelly.
Cause I'm little Zane. What's up, mother? It's your boy A.
Cornell Haley.
I'm Peter Rosenberg.
Thurnis Haley. I'm Waka. I'm Tracy, by the way.
I'm a hipster.
Lied and told you my name was what, Jason? I need a name, Tyrell.
Hey, what up, world? It's your boy, Tyrell.
My name is my name.
So, Tyler, the Creator, DJ Cypher Sounds, Lil Zane, Cornell Haley, Peter Rosenberg, Waka Flocka Flame, Tracy, Jason, and Tyrell. But that's just what I showed you here. He also goes by Wolf, Sam, Salem, Troncat, Young Nigga, T-Dollars, Benito Mussolini, Ted Bundy, and Jeffrey Dahmer. And that list goes on and on. So if Tyler doesn't want to be pinned down by a name per se, maybe we can fix his identity to a specific place. Where is he from?
I was born and raised, like most of our future, in Los Angeles. In Hawthorne / Ladera Heights is where I'm from.
Over there in Colorado, Boulder. Shout out to my nigga Ooh, you feel me? Oh, Colorado! I'm from Boulder, Colorado. That's where I'm from.
I'm from Compton.
This is considered Compton. We're at Compton High.
Nah, dog, I'm just playing, fool. It's a little local joker from Little Watch, dog.
Probably. I'm actually 25% Cambodian.
I'm good, nigga. I'm from Uptown, nigga. I'm good, nigga.
From the hood.
The Hawthorne and Ladera Heights neighborhoods of Los Angeles, Boulder, Colorado, Little Rock, Arkansas, Compton, Cambodia, Uptown, New York, and the Hood. So now that I have you a little bit confused about who this 22-year-old guy is and where he's from, I want to give you a strategy for thinking about what he might be up to when he does something like this. This is how he describes his practice. But before I play this video clip, I want to just let you know that despite my position against censorship, I have censored some of the language in this video. However, to allow Tyler to speak in his own words, I have left some potentially offensive language intact.
I kind of scored my own movie that plays in my head, and that's the soundtrack to it. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, every album is the soundtrack to the movie in my head. Some people just like think I'm talking about rape all the time, but they don't really listen that every song, like I have, like the song Blow. I just said in another interview, like.
And what about like rapping about, I guess, taboo things like rape, I guess most obviously. Is that about f***ing with people as well?
I mean, it's not really about f***ing on people. Like some of those songs, they don't really listen deeper. Like I have a song called Blow, where the whole thing is about me picking up girls and drugging them. And they're like, oh, he's just talking about rape. But I would read a lot. And it was times where I read about f***ing dictators, like the power that they had, like Mussolini and f***ing Mobutu. And then it was times where I just wanted to read about murderers and serial killers. And wrote a song from the mind state of Ted Bundy, and how he would use his sweet charm and his good looks and like his smooth talking to pick up beautiful women, and then he'll just, he'll just fuck them up, rape them, but it was a way that he did it that was just so charming and chill.
When Tyler says that he's scoring his own movie that plays in his head, he's calling upon the power of performativity. What theoretically happens by playing several roles in his own mind is a shifting of identity between subjectivities that are hailed differently and evoke different social imaginaries. It can be argued that many popular hip-hop icons embed themes of misogyny or suggestions of rape in their music and videos from a stable narrative, one core subjectivity. Tyler instead offers an explicit, momentary inhabitation of the subjectivity of a serial killer and rapist who took his ability to entrance women to a violent and depraved end. The term disidentification, coined by Jose Esteban Munoz, refers to a shifting between the reception and the production of identity. Tyler donning whiteface and dressing as a skinhead is another example of how co-opting an extreme subjectivity is a decoding of the cultural field from the position of a minority subject who is disempowered in such a representational hierarchy. Disidentification for the minority subject is a mode of recycling or reforming an object that has already been invested with a powerful energy. It is important to emphasize the transformative restructuration of that disidentification. Munoz writes this about Jean-Michel Basquiat, stating that Basquiat never identified with his subject matter or pop art at all. Munoz says that instead, he acknowledged and incorporated their force and influence. He transfigured them. His subject matter and the pop art world at the time he was painting inform his own strategies and tactics in powerful ways. Tyler's art, which extends through his music and videos all the way to his public existence, involves the same performance of disidentification with culture. Tyler criticizes and upsets social structures of the cultural field that marginalize minority subjects. When Tyler says that Wolf is the red-headed ginger he wants to be when he wears all-over print button-up shirts, he is performing disidentification. He is co-opting the visual rhetoric of stereotype to navigate a field of oppressive identity roles. But Wolf is just one of a plethora of subjectivities that Tyler embodies and performs from.
People just think I rap. Don't know I do a lot. When people say you could be anything you want and you can do whatever you want, dude, I really thought that was corny until this moment right now. It's like I always would see Pharrell saying you could be whatever you want, or your parents like you could be whatever you want. And like that's why when I say I'm a unicorn, people are confused. I want to be I'm a unicorn. I'm a unicorn. I am a unicorn, and you're not gonna tell me that I'm not. I could be whatever. I'm a table. I'm a table. I'm a table, and it's you can literally be whatever you want as long as you believe that that's what you are. We're good. What's the difference between Tyler, Wolf Haley, and Thurnis Haley? Well, Tyler is right here, Wolf Haley's right here, and Thurnis is right here. I totally just answered that question. This Wolf Haley guy is the guy that I really want to be, and that's me talking to him and him just taking over my head. Like, I didn't even sit down and say I want to do this. It just came naturally. Like, the first time I was like, like on Facebook, I didn't want to put Tyler Creator or my real name, so like I always wanted my nickname to be Wolf until that kind of turned into this persona of like who I see myself as when I wear the cool ass button ups and the shorts. Like he's that cool ass red-headed ginger dude who I like if I could choose I would be him, but I can't. That's Wolf Haley all the way, but that's Tyler too. I'm just the same person living in my own movie fantasy world. I think I sound crazy right now. I probably do, but I live in my own head and it all makes sense to me. Yeah.
When he says something like, I can be whatever I want, I'm a table, or when he says that Tyler is right here, Thurnis is right here, and Wolf is right here. He is demonstrating a psychoanalytic theory elaborated upon by Slavoj Žižek, who says that the core of subjectivity is not a natural scientific truth, is not an inherent organic absolute, but a void. Tyler's performance of multiple subjectivities in one body reveals the ways in which this void is filled in from the outside by representations disseminated by ideological apparatuses. Tyler simultaneously excoriates pop media for its role as an apparatus. For its role as an apparatus in the oppressive representation of identity. Popular representations construct an imaginary about identity as fixed and categorical. Ideology hierarchically orders people based on artificial social castes. One of these constructed castes is a lump of ignorance, depravity, and baseness. These are labels interpolated upon people, hailed from the outside by ideology. The position of the bearer of a label is marginalized and discredited when something like this becomes this. Avital Ronell says that to reassess this position at the base is to more fully account for the structure of knowledge, and therefore to more fully account for subjectivity. Put simply, you can't have thought without non-thought. And if what has been called non-thought, for example, the position of the rapist or the racist, is reevaluated and discovered to be entwined with the hegemonically ordered structure of knowledge and not its antithesis, that discovery can theoretically destabilize the hierarchy. Tyler, the Creator's music and video work, his performance in interviews, his social media interactions, and his sketch comedy TV show exhibit a calculated shifting of subjectivity. He performs disidentifications and parody with multiple shifting subjectivities, which call a viewer to question popular representations that create hierarchical roles for minority subjects. I discuss several of Tyler's works in my thesis, and I elaborate on my assertion that the work is in discourse with negatively charged social and cultural imaginaries about minority subjects represented in hip-hop and other popular culture. I argue that these representations, which Tyler is acting against, produce social conditions of homophobia, misogyny, criminality, drug use, and an obsession with wealth and materiality. Tyler is discursively engaging with a multiplicity of conflicting stereotypes, conflating essentialized notions of identity to reveal their inefficacy and oppressive implications. I hope I have demonstrated today that Tyler offers an extremely generative and disruptive representation of identity that does not align with his pop icon contemporaries and the ideological apparatuses ordering them. And I hope that instead of attempting to hail Tyler's work and marginalize the art he makes because he is using controversial language and engaging with reprehensible themes, you will consider how this engagement might be undoing our imaginaries about minority subjects that rely on represented characterizations of certain people as a static other, and therefore always already less than. I think the most illuminating kernel of information I could leave you with today is that Tyler has decided to move on from an engagement with the theme of rape, while I still maintain that it was a necessary strategy on his part, that bringing this sort of characterization out of the insidiously suggested and into the explicit is an active reconsideration of how that mind state is constructed from the outside. Tyler has responded to the fact that the public was not reading it this way, and he's removed those themes from his work. His newest album does not include any mention of rape, and when he performs his older material live, he now censors himself. Tyler is an active human project with successes and failures and paradoxes. But if he continues to work to produce popular media that destabilizes the status quo, he could be a linchpin for positive social change moving forward. Thank you.